And another one.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Taylor, and today I wanted to do a super simple, quick, easy, kind of effortless summer makeup for you guys. This is probably going to be one of the easiest, quickest, like no makeup summery looks that you've ever seen. I'm only going to be using a few products and yeah, it's like super simple. No foundation, no concealer, no primer. I'm not even gonna be doing my brows. I'm not gonna be doing anything on my eyes. It's very simple, very basic, very easy to do and recreate. I know summer is actually almost over, and that's why I wanted to do this video for you guys. So yeah, let's just get. Okay, so before we get started with any actual makeup products, I'm going to moisturize my skin a little bit. Now, I personally do have a more oily skin type, but when it comes to times like this, when I'm doing super basic makeup, not using that many products, and you know, it's not really a time where I have to really worry about my makeup staying in place all day, I'll use whatever moisturizer oil I feel like using. And I just want a super glowing, like lightweight complexion today, so I'm gonna use some Josie Maran argan oil on my face. And yeah, I'm just gonna apply that. Sorry if the lighting is weird. I'm like, ooh, almost out of this stuff. So we're just gonna rub that in. Now, if I personally was wearing like foundation and concealer and kind of like the whole shebang, I would not put an oil on underneath. A moisturizer, yes, but not an oil like this. But because I am really not wearing that many products and I'm not really concerned with it staying on throughout the day, and because of the way we're doing our makeup, if it does come off or it does become patchy or anything like that, it's super easy to touch up. So it really doesn't matter kind of what we put on underneath. It's all preference for how exactly you're gonna want your skin to look. So I want to be very glowy, very dewy today, so that's why I'm putting on oil underneath. So yeah, that is the first step. Next up, I'm going to be using a cream contour and bronzer. I'm going to be using this one from Huda Beauty, the Tantour. It's a contour and bronzer cream, so it's kind of like a 2-in-1. This is the shade Fair. I have a review of this on my channel if you guys want to know kind of my first impressions, my initial thoughts on it. I've been using it a little bit more since I've done that review, obviously, and I like it more and more. I'm personally not super skilled with cream contour. Keep in mind, I'm not a makeup professional, anything like that. I am still learning, but I really love the color of this. So I'm first going to apply it with my Sephora number 56 brush. It just looks like this, and I'm not going to really blend it out with this brush. I'm just going to kind of dip it in the product and apply it where I want it. And I'm slightly blending it out, but not a lot. I'm just kind of applying a nice amount of pigment to the areas that I want it, and then I'm going to kind of blend it out and sheer it out with a different brush here in a minute. So it's going to look kind of insane, kind of intense, but we are really going to sheer this out and make it look a lot more natural. I'm just kind of getting it where I want it now. It kind of looks like mud, but the oil on the skin that we already applied is gonna make this blend out 1,000 times easier too. So keep that in mind. And me personally, when it comes, I look insane when it comes to this kind of no makeup summery look. I like to be super contoured and bronzed, so that's just my personal preference. But yes, so we kind of have it applied where we want. Now I'm gonna go with this brush. This is from Morphe. This is their M427, and I'm gonna really blend this out, make it look very seamless, a lot more natural, kind of airbrushed. And then we're gonna kind of see if I want any more applied on the skin, like any more pigment, and just kind of build it from there, just kind of from the initial application, and then we'll kind of clean it up and all that. And the nice thing about this makeup look is you can be kind of messy with it, because for one, it's super easy to clean up and fix because you don't have any foundation, concealer, powders, anything like that underneath that can disturb the product. So you can kind of just move it around and control it and fix it at your own free will. And so like, see, like, look, this got a little bit lower than I want. I just kind of use my finger and wipe it up because it's that easy, and it's a cream product, so it's more movable and malleable than a regular powder product that would stick more to the skin. So okay, now that I kind of got that where I want it, you know, I just kind of warmed up the perimeters of my face, added some color. That's kind of the main premise for this look, is just adding some color and some glow to your skin, just to really enhance your natural skin. So that is what we're doing. But next we're gonna go in with blush. I actually don't have any cream blush or anything like that, oddly enough, but I do have this beautiful powder blush. Sorry, I'm just adding a little bit more to this cheek. I have this beautiful powder blush from ColourPop that I just got. It's in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and it is the shade So Retrograde. This is a beautiful blush for all skin tones. It just really warms up the skin in such a beautiful way, and it's very easy to blend out. So even though this shade does kind of look pretty intense, it's very easy to blend out and sheer out and make it look a little more natural and just kind of like you were in the sun all day. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go with this big Mac Daddy BH Cosmetics brush. This is their #1 brush from their Rose Quartz collection, and we are just going to, oh god, there's a fur. We are just gonna dip into that blush, knock some off, and just really pack it on our cheeks. It looks really intense right now, but we are going to sheer it out here in a second. I just really want that, like, I've been in the sun all day kind of look. And we're gonna kind of bring it up our temples as well, so we add lots of color to the face again, and we're gonna kind of mix it with the bronzer and the contour so it looks really just kind of blended and natural, and not like just like stripes of color on our skin. So it looks a little insane right now. I also kind of put it like on the sides of my forehead, on my nose, and on my chin a little bit, just to even everything out. I kind of look like I have clown skin at the moment, but and it has like a little bit of a luminosity to it, so it just ties right in with everything else, with kind of what we're going for with the look, with the color and the glowiness. So yeah. I'm now gonna go in, not that brush, gosh. I'm now gonna go in with this Real Techniques brush. This is their 300 Space Crush brush, and we're just gonna kind of tap over it, blend it out, make it look not so clowny and intense. A little more just natural and kind of like warm and beautiful. Okay, so now for highlight, I'm gonna be going with this one. Oh god, sorry, from Makeup Revolution. This is their liquid highlighter in the shade Starlight. This is such a beautiful color. It's kind of like a champagne-y, icy pink shade. It's very complimentary, especially on like fair to light skin tones. I really love the way it looks against my skin tone. And what's also really nice about this liquid highlight is I personally feel like it applies really well on top of powders. So if you wanted to apply this on top of powders, or if you forgot to do it before you applied powder, it's a super easy product to work with. It has kind of a weirder formula than most liquid highlights. It has a little bit more of like a thicker formula, and it does kind of dry down to a powder finish, so it stays put really well. But it's just really nice. It looks like this. This is the shade. And so basically I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones. And okay, so I'm just going to kind of apply it to my cheekbones straight from the little doodad here. That looks like a lot, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna kind of blend it out with this brush. As you can see, I got kind of close to my under eye there, but because it's a cream product, or well, more so a liquid product, and I don't have anything on underneath, it is super easy to clean up and fix. See? Oh, and it just looks so wet and beaming on the skin. This is a BH Cosmetics number 4 brush from their Rose Quartz set, by the way. And because also we have nothing on the eyes, it doesn't look super crazy that we applied it there, because it's not like distracting from anything else. It's not like overkill on the face, you know, it's just very minimal. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of apply that to all the pivotal points, my cheekbones, kind of like in this upper eyebrow, temple area, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, cupid's bow, and chin.
Open up, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up. Shut it down like Macintosh. Open up, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up.
Now we're gonna set our face a little bit. You can use whatever setting spray that you prefer. I want to be super glowy, super illuminated, super wet looking today, so I'm gonna go with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. The Morphe Continuous Setting Mist is also another amazing option, but I haven't used this one in a hot minute, so we're gonna use it. And this is just more so to add to the dewy, glowy, shimmering effect to the skin that I'm wanting. So, yes, see that? My skin just looks wet and just so glowy and shimmering, and I personally love that effect. More so on no makeup days. If I was wearing like a whole ass face with foundation and powder and like, you know, bunch of eyeshadow and stuff, I wouldn't necessarily go for that shimmering effect. But for times like this where I'm just wanting to add some like glow and some color and a luminosity to my skin, I really love that shimmering effect. So that's a personal preference, but it really just helps with like the wet looking skin, because as you can see, it kind of looks like I've been sweating, which is kind of the new trend. But if it is a little intense for you, just go in with a big fluffy powder brush like this. Like I said, this is that Real Techniques 300 Space Crush brush, and just kind of tap over everything. Especially if you've already used it recently, it should have a little leftover powder, kind of matte everything down just a little bit so it's not super like movable and intense, but you can still really work with it throughout the day. And it'll kind of just blend it out a little bit further. Okay, now to finish off the look, we're gonna do something on the lips. I am first gonna go in with the Maybelline lip liner in the shade Toast. I really need to sharpen it, so this is gonna be a shit show trying to line my lips, but we're just gonna go for it. Ow. You guys can kind of see it. This one's kind of like a My Lips But Better for me. It's a little bit more brown though. Like I said, I also really need to sharpen it. I'm gonna fill in my lips a little bit. oh god, just to add a little bit of color. And then we're gonna go on in with a lip gloss over top just to add to that wet, glowy looking makeup that we got going on. And for that, I'm gonna use my favorite gloss at the moment, which is the Anastasia lip gloss in the shade Estella. This is probably my favorite lip gloss formula I have found to date. It is so lightweight and it feels really nourishing on the lips as well. It's not sticky, doesn't get all over my teeth, nothing like that. And the shade is just really kind of like shimmering and beautiful. You guys will see. But this would look good over any lip or even on its own. It looks beautiful. So it's so beautiful. I love it so much. But I do hate the doe foot applicator. You guys know I don't like flat doe foot applicators. They're definitely my least favorite. I prefer like the applicators that are like this one with the dip in it. I feel like it just hugs the lips really well and it's just a lot cleaner that way, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, this is the completed, super simple, super quick, glowing summer makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really love this look. It is super lightweight and just easy to work with throughout the day. So easy to touch up because you don't have any product underneath. You can just kind of, you know, clean it up, move it around, fix it. Super simple, super quick to do, great for every day because it's just kind of enhancing your natural skin. And yeah, I just love the way it looks. In the summertime, I'm into these super dewy, glowy, shimmering skin effect. Even though I do have more oily skin, I just love the way it looks. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you want to. That would be dope. And I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.